Hello, world of crazy people out there. My name is Dragonite. Welcome back to Golden Sun: The Lost Age. Last time, we arrived in Vietnam, and we ran into Alex again, and he kind of just wasted our time. He showed us some of his hired muscle. They didn't seem to be wholly interested in the whole thing. And then he just kind of left. He told us not to waste time, which means that I'm going to spend this probably entire video, and probably the next video, and probably a couple after this wasting time. Unless the game actually, like, forces me to stop. But anyway, talking to the people of Champa here, it looked to me like the wave came from the Sea of Time. What's there? What caused it? Okay, so that is going to be coming back to that foggy spot in the middle of the sea, I think. I'll have to figure out what that's all about at some point sooner or later. The tidal wave was terrible. It nearly swallowed me whole. Unless they're referring to the wave that happened when, like, there's the big kaboom in the end of the last game, and we sort of, like, rode an island across the sea. That is an interesting sentence to say. It could have been that tidal wave. Anyway, most of the sailors here live in the cliff dwellings, but I don't like the caves. They're dark. And what's worse, the people living in the harbor really resent the cliff dwellers. Alright. So, we've, what was it? Briggs, the pirate guy, gave us the impression that the people of Champa are a seafaring group, and I do indeed see that we are basically building our houses on a couple of boats, at least in this part of town. Something about cliff dwellers earlier. When my father heads out to sea, he takes our home with him and leaves us cold. But when he comes home with an empty net, that leaves us cold and angry. Alright. That's not where you expected that sentence to go. My dad went out to fish, but there were no fish to be caught, so he had to come back empty-handed. So we did hear about this. We did hear about how the reason the Briggs and company were raiding Al-Hafra down to the south is because there were, like, food scarcity back in the homeland. And can I jump across this? I don't think so. I don't think that's somewhere where I can actually go. I see a ring of 6. Oops, didn't mean to back out of there. This has traditionally been a hint that you can use the reveal synergy in Golden Sun games. Get a Viking helmet. Alright, different kind of pirates, I think. At least stereotypically, because the Vikings and the piracy thing is a whole thing. Let's see, if I were to equip that, what's that going to? That's going to raise my defense by like 3 points. Can I give that to someone else? That will raise Piers' defense by 4 points. I'm going to give it to Piers. Yes, please. Okay. There's the Viking helmet. So, alright, red flags. I don't know offhand what the flag of Vietnam looks like, but I do believe it is red. Let's see. So we've got a lot of barrels. I'm not going to check every individual barrel. Is that a thing that fell out of the sky? What is that kid up there doing? Once Briggs comes back, I can play with Aeolio again. Hope they come back soon. Alright, well, about that. Aeolio, Briggs' son, has a really strange ability. I'll bet if I keep practicing, I'll be able to do it too, so I'm giving it my all. Okay, so you're not actually being possessed by that rock or anything, you're just, you know, trying to, like, why are words so hard to come by today? Give yourself, like, telekinetic powers or something like that is what you're trying to do. Are you a store? If you go to the Ankol ruins, you might find some nice artifacts for yourself. Oh, really? Is that a hint that I might find, like, another rusty weapon or something there? Because I did find out that, there's a couple other rusty weapons in the game, which you can give to, the smithy guy in Yalom. Anyway, I have some lovely artifacts, but it's only because I've been to the Ankol ruins. Tell me more. Alright, let's buy. You did specify artifacts, so let me go and look at the artifacts. Heat Mirage, that sounds cool. Or hot, I guess. It's not going to raise my attack by a lot. Interesting. That's very expensive. I guess Heat Mirage sounds like a good ability. But, alright, wow. I'm going to look through this on my own. Hang on. Alright, there are a couple good items in there, but I still don't have that much money. Because I've wasted my money previously. They also weren't, like, as good as some of the other items that I found wandering around the Great Eastern Sea earlier, so not sure if I'll be in much of a hurry to come back. I've only got a couple extra points of attack or defense power here and there. Anyway, how did you find your way here to the edge of Angara? Champa is hidden by mountains. No one ever climbs over to see us except for the monks of the Fushin Temple. Okay. That is another statement that will give us a bit of a sense of place in this world. Our matriarch is the last successor of the Yankall. She's master of the forge. It was the ancient gift of the Yankall. There's nothing broken that they couldn't fix. Alright, so do we have a rivalry between the forge people here and the forge guy of Yalom? Or anything like that? Let's see, the cliff caves are a lot quieter with Briggs gone. It's a little lonely without him here. Alright, so the life of the party. The Champa sailor as well. They aren't liked, well, they aren't liked outside of here, are we? Well, I'm not gonna pretend you are. Really, that's nice to hear, but if you do hear anything, don't believe a word of it. Alright. History is written by the winners, or alternatively by the survivors, depending on who you ask. The ruins at Ankol are all that remains of a great sanctum our ancestors built. They must have been quite wealthy to build such a massive building. Okay, so you've got the look of a traveler about you. Have you been to the Ankol ruins? So there's a lot of people telling me about those. Only those who have mastered the powers of Earth can enter the ruins. Do we need like an upgraded version of the movie Synergy then? That's kind of what it sounds like. Champa is impoverished, but soon we will prosper again. All our hopes rest on Briggs returning with a ship filled with treasure. Okay. Oh wow, I wasn't actually expecting to find anything in there. Let's see. So this is the sanctum. I don't need to revive anybody, do I? So I guess I will not really do anything at that sanctum. Did spend a lot of money reviving people at previous sanctums, didn't I? Here is an inn. 72 coins for a room. I think I can probably get by without doing that. We used to do good on trade with an island east of us. Then they bought all of our surplus fish. We don't have any surplus anymore. We don't even have enough for ourselves. Yeah, an island east of here. I wonder which one that could be. There were a couple. We're talking like Japan or something, or one of the other ones maybe. All of our men went to sea with Briggs, even my sweetheart. Hope they return soon. So, I feel like this would be a good time if I were to go back to Al-Hafra. Maybe I could find a way to bail Briggs out of there, because he's been in jail for a while. He's served his time. I think it's time for him to go home, honestly. What was that, like 11 videos ago? Champa sailors who don't live in the cliffs are no better than cowards. The ones living in the caves will protect Briggs and Obaba without a second thought. Alright, I haven't been reading anyone's minds in here lately in this video. No, wait, no, stop. Back in there. Wonder if I should. I've been told that I should, and I have occasionally read minds, and I have occasionally gotten useful information out of there. Anyway, I bet you're wondering why only sailors and their families get to live in the cliff dwellings. Well, from up here on the cliffs, families can look out to sea and await the return of their sailors. Alright, that's a cool bit of world building. I don't know if that's based on any real life lore, or if that's just Golden Sun lore, but that's cool either way. I like that. Before he left, Briggs ordered me to keep watch in his absence. If Obaba is worried about Briggs, she ought to send someone to look out for him. So, I don't usually do this, but there are a lot of pots in here. Nothing. Okay. Well, it's easier to use the reveal synergy than to check all the pots one by one, because that takes forever. That'll bring us up to the next floor. Let me see if there's anything... Okay, so there's another dwelling in here. My husband wants our children to be sailors like him, but I simply won't have it. Alright. Not a fan of the kids going out to sea, are you? Mom's had it pretty rough. I hope I meet a sailor with a future so I don't have to work so hard. Someday I want to be a sailor like my father before me. My mother hates the idea, though. She'd rather have me study and become a scholar or something. Alright, mom's a bit of a nerd. Let's see. Up to the next floor. I don't know why I was expecting the cliff dwellings to be, like, not as big as they are. But these are, this is a pretty extensive network here. Obaba's not seeing anyone right now. She's concerned about her grandson. And she doesn't want to be bothered. Alright, so is that, what's his face? Briggs's grandma? I guess? Let's see. Didn't find anything. Found something in there. That's a lucky medal. Okay. It does look like there's yet another floor upstairs. Okay, nobody in here. But there are a lot of boxes. Alright, nothing hidden in the boxes. And let's see if I can go upstairs. Have we reached the top? Is this like the That looks like a tiling error. Oh, you know what? It's just not... It just doesn't tile properly with, like, the corner piece next to it. It's fine, like, on this side, but not on the left. Okay. Let's see. Oh, hello. What are you doing? This pit is Obaba's forge. She uses it when she's working metal into weapons and equipment. Alright. I was gonna make a, like, this is Sparta joke or something, but I think this pit is used for slightly different purposes than punting people into them. Alright, I guess that's the end of the line here. Obaba is not talking to me right now. I don't know how much more plot I have to advance before I can go and, I don't know, buy fancy special weapons and armor from her or whatever. But I'll remember that. I will, at some point I will revisit and call. Is this... That's not out, is it? That wasn't the door. I think out was this way. Okay, which direction is out? Is it this one? It might be this one. Am I on the bottom floor already? I am on the bottom floor already. Okay. Waterfalls. Like me a good waterfall. Not quite as impressive as the ones at World's End, but, it's definitely, I'll give it a solid 8.5 out of 10 out of waterfall. Let's see. We established that there's nothing there. I think I have talked to everyone in Champa. I don't think there's anyone else. I feel like I should be able to do, like, a pushing puzzle to move those blocks out of the way. Oh, wait, one more. Okay, let's do a little tightrope walk. And what do you have to say over here? When is Briggs going to return with food for the village? We can't wait much longer. Alright. So that's largely the same thing that, Traveling Warriors. I assume you mean the knuckleheads I ran into in the last video. Yeah, they found me. He seems to be a fairly popular guy. I don't know if popular is the word I would... Sorry, I just set off a tornado in your house. I don't know if popular is the word I would have used there. Let's bring mind read back. Guy's still somewhere in town. Oh, are you talking about me? Yeah, sure, why not, I guess. I have to say, we've reached the point where, like, multiple people have shouted me out in real life for making game dev videos. Like, are you Dragonite spam or whatever? And, usually I deny having anything to do with it. And that's just, something that happens when you create content on the internet for long enough or something like that. I do not remember if I wandered out here. It looks like it's a dead end though, so if I did, I am just going to assume that I didn't find anything. Alright, back to the ship. We are going to set sail, and I'm going to see where else I would like to go in the overworld. So, let's see. I visited these two, Ankle Ruins up there and Champa. I'm pretty sure I sailed back to the beginning. Like, I'm pretty sure that was one of the first things I did when I, got the boat. I'm thinking of returning to Alafra and seeing if I can, like, set Briggs free. I kind of want to do that. By the way, the island... Okay, so Southeast Angara Islet. This is probably the island that they were talking about selling fish to. Not 100% sure. In the meantime, I don't know if there's any beach I can land up here over in the in this part of the continent of Angara or whatever. There's also, like, most of Africa over here, I think, which I can land on. So we'll also do that at some point. But yeah, I'm going to return to Alafra. I'll see if I can do anything for Briggs. If I can, great. If I can't... random encounters. At this point, I'm not even fighting them for experience. I'm fighting them because I really did waste a lot of money going back to the Sanctum a bunch of times in the last video to heal and undie. And I would like some of that money back. Man, I just can't get over how much I love these water tiles in this game. Okay, so I'm actually... I just sailed basically due south from where I was, and I've ended up probably on the beach that'll make it easiest to get there. Alright, so let's head back to Alafra. And... how far away? Oh, you know what? Oh no, there's a beach there, but it's blocked in by waves. I can't do anything there. There's also the matter of, like, can I do anything for that ship? I honestly don't think I can, because I don't think I've gotten any new synergies since the last time I tried doing that. It's honestly been a while since I picked up a new power. But, let's see, Briggs. Can I go and talk to Briggs? I think he was in here. Guy, please. Alright, I'm just gonna push you out of the way. Yeah, let's come in here. I'll offer in cave. Briggs! He lost interest in fixing the boat. I guess it means it'll be a while before the mast gets raised again. Okay, so, yeah, I did stop by for a visit. And as it turned out, neither Briggs nor the mayor of Alafra had anything really interesting to say, so I guess I will not be wasting any more time in there. It does sound like I have to fix the boat, over in the, like, that's been wrecked on the shore before I can do anything else in Alhafra. And yeah, as stated, don't know what synergy that's gonna involve. Probably, I don't know, Wingardium Leviosa or something like that. In the meantime, I next would like to go, I guess it would be faster to just come over here. I would like to go over in this direction just before I forget anything though. It doesn't look like, honestly, there's any beach that I can land on. Because you can see beach on the map where you can land. And I don't see any on this whole, this whole looks like, this river system. It doesn't look like there's any beach there. Maybe this thing here where the cursor is, but I don't think so, because beach strips are usually a little bigger on the map. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to go around the top of India, or Madagascar, or whatever we established this was, and probably start with this island here, and then go up the coast, I guess. Once again, you know, for that matter, it's not clear to me if there's anywhere I can land here either. The next place I would have to go is probably there, but let's get on with it. So, the next order of business would be to go to that like raging current place. I did write down in my notes, by the way, that the hint that several NPCs in several places gave me was that I should like follow the red stones or red something, something to that effect. I don't know exactly what that's going to be about, but we'll see. If it is indeed the next place I'm supposed to go, I expect I should be able to figure it out. What was this place called? West Indra Islet, okay. If it is indeed the next place I'm supposed to go, I expect I should be able to figure it out with what I have on hand so far. You're lucky. You get to ride your boat on the open sea all you want. My dad will be done with his boat soon, and together we'll be able to sail anywhere we want. Okay, so, once again, seafaring people. Pop's the best sailor in all the Eastern Sea. That's why he can go anywhere, even in that tiny boat of his. Interesting. Is that going to be you, sir? Ever since that tidal wave moved Indra, we haven't been able to go to Gondolin's western shores. So, I guess I can't open up the world map from here, but that would be like the west coast of Africa, I think you're referring to? Let's see. What do you have to say? Did you know that Indra moved? It was quite a shock to all of us here. We haven't been able to use the waterways to the south ever since. Okay, so I think I see what's going on here, and the linchpin that ties all of this together, most of the problems that people are facing in the various places we've been to in this game so far. I'm gonna read your mind. The water here is so salty, I wish someone would bring me something tasty to drink. Okay, I don't think I have any water-related item with me, but I'll see. There's been a couple of animals who want me to bring them things, or I guess also people. Anyway, let's see. Oh, there's really not that much more here, huh? Nothing in the barrel, nothing in the wooden box. All right, small area. But yeah, back on the overworld. So this. They probably told me exactly where Indra was and where it moved. I'm guessing it was like, you know, attached to here-ish. Or at least like up here a little bit earlier. And that cut off the waterway. Like the passage between Africa and Australia over here. That's messing with the water currents. That's meaning that the people over here in Champa don't have the fish. That's meaning that the people over here in Yellon have the weather being messed up because ocean currents are one of the biggest drivers of weather. And I believe there were a couple of other. I'm sure that's going to tie into you know, the big Orochimaru thing over here in Japan at some point too, and as well as all the other weird bits of weirdness that that people are facing in this game. Anyway, let's see. I'm going to... Oh, you know what? I think I did see a beach on the other side of this island, and I don't know if it was big enough to really make out on the map. I don't know if it's going to lead me anywhere, but... Can I, land on this? I can, but there's really no point. Right, that is a little disappointing. What about here? Is this... This probably is going to lead me back to, Kabomo, right? I think this is going to lead me back to Kabomo. So this is the Kabomo Mountain Pass, and Kabomo is going to be up there. I don't believe there is anything for me to do there at the moment. Alright. I will take a scan around the, I will take a scan around the coasts up here, just to see if there is anything that I can find. If there isn't anything I can find, probably next video will be all about... Ooh, I can go up the rivers. Probably next video will be all about actually going to that, not quite. To the mystery zone in the middle of the sea. To the eye of the hurricane or whatever it is. And I think I'm gonna do something that I don't often do outside of, like, Pokemon games and speed up the video and, I don't know, play music or something like that. So if I find anything, I will cut back and start talking again. If I don't find anything, my name is Dragonite. I hope you all enjoyed this. You should check out the Steam page for Wizarducks, which is the game that I like to work on when I'm not doing YouTube stuff. Ooh, can I get into here from here? I cannot, so I'm gonna need to be on land for that. I will see you all later.